there is something called GBI, SBI and CBI. Only what is GBI? Gross body eye, subtle body eye and causal body eye. Generally we are shunting in these three areas. I am hungry. This is subtle body eye because pran is dharma of a subtle body. Hunger is not the dharma of the body, it is dharma of the pran. Or I have lot of pain today. This is the gross body. Generally we don't know this I also that exists beyond that. I have lot of tendency to hear music. I can hear music for hours together. Classical music. Acha, that tendency is in me. Acha, haan. Which music you like? Thumri. Thumri I also can like. Or some kind of other rag. Malkons, I like that. This is CBI. Huh? CBI. Huh? We don't have I only. And all this mixture is Atma Anatma mixture. Because SB, GB and CB all are non-self. They are inert by nature. They are inert by nature. So their problem becomes my problem. Okay. So what is said here? Now this is discriminating, removing each from other. What is written here? Let us see now. Is it okay? Okay. So whole problem is because we have mixed up the things here. Prithak utpadyamananam indriyanam. So what is done here? These sense organs keep on coming and going. These sense organs are coming in waking state. In the dream they go away. Deep sleep they go away. You are not hearing in the deep sleep. You are not eating in the deep sleep. You are not talking in the deep sleep. Some people talk in the dream. That's another matter. Some people do talk in the dream. Is it called nightmare? Nightmare is a very bad dream. But even normal dream also and small children, they smile. When the small children smile, so others say that he is seeing God. They say he is seeing God. So, first point is that this is not my nature. This mixture is not my nature. Prathak utpadyamananam. Because sense organs are coming and going. But Atma is not coming and going. If Atma was the nature of sense organ, then also would have gone with sense organ and come with the sense organ. If two things are one, then both will come and go together. Like hand is one with the body. So when body walks, hand also walks away. Bole, no, leave your hand. Leave your hand. I will give it back when I come in your room. When the body is walking, hand will also walk. Will you keep your head here? Tomorrow we'll give you. Because head, body, all are one. So if sense organ and the Atma was one, both would have come together, both would have gone away together. So prathak utpadyamananam indriyanam. Those sense organ which is one with the I. That is not the nature of I. Then what is there? What do you want to say? Okay. So prathak utpadyamana naam indriyanam prathak bhavam. Prathak bhavam. Both have different nature totally. So it's discriminating for sense organ and the mind. The sense organ is sometimes bright, sometimes less bright. Sometimes your eyes are seeing well, sometimes they are not seeing well. As you grow, your eyes will have some problem, or ears have a problem, or legs are. There is a tartam in that, dullness and brightness. But in the Atma, there is no dullness and brightness. But today I have more Atma. Yesterday I had less Atma since I took Milo. So my Atma has my Atma has increased. But how much? I think at least by 5 kg my Atma has shot up. So it is not like that. But sense organ can be tired. Sense organ. So पृथक उत्पद्यमानानाम इंद्रियाणाम पृथक भावम उदयाः तमयो. So udaya astamayo. Yat. Uday means, well, Uday means rising, and Ast means setting. Udaya and Asta. Then what is I mean? Chayat. Yat, you have to substitute there Atma Tattvam Prakashyati, which is illumined by the Atma. So the coming and going of the sense organ is being illumined by the self. Therefore, self is different than the sense organ. This is the meaning here. Then what do you want to say? Matva dhiro na shochati. Knowing this, wise person does not grieve. Knowing this, wise person does not grieve. What is the meaning of grief? Something you like a lot is gone now. Something you don't like is with you. Shok. Something was there, very dear, it has now left you. That is called grief. In brief, I was so close, that person is left away now. Acha, now we are not at all together. We're not together, no. He now lives somewhere, I live somewhere else. We were together. After the course is over, you will feel first few days like that. When the course is over, you will go back in your home. You'll remember that we used to have 11 o'clock class, 5 o'clock chanting, this, that. For some days it will be difficult for you to be digesting. You will get a little. You said, where I am? Arey, kya hua? And I'll also go. I'll also not be here. So you'll feel, what is this? Where I am? Again the household things, cutter putter will start, office will start, fighting will start, all that which has been in ceasefire. So again the things will come up, responsibility, cooking will come up. Cooking is a big task in the house. So here everything is fine. Similarly, grief, what is grief? Grief is vikara eva shokasya karanam. Because when you are not knowing your I is associated with the three things, GB, SB, etc. An outer situation, I am associated with that person, this person. And moment anything is a source of your joy, you are very convinced he is the source of my joy. Dhyan dena. Attachment is of two kinds. One attachment is only at the level of mind. What do you mean by that? My attachment is there, but my intellect does not support that. I don't think so. I have an urgent need for anybody. At some times I feel the need. This is attachment to the level of mind. It is still better. But if attachment goes to the buddhi, then you are in problem. Means what? Hmm? Means intellectually he alone can give me joy now. अब तो गए आप हंस महाराज फसानंद हो गया आप buddhi is not supporting and mind it is at the mental level, then I will feel I think I'll get out of it. I'm too attached to this thing or this person. This is my problem, I think. So buddhi is not supporting. But if buddhi comes into play, then you will be in. This is how it happens in life. If intellect has made a nexus with the mind, then you will be in a slippery ground. तब तो लगेगा स्वामी जी किसके लिए जिए? When people say like that, for whom to live? As if one person was the one world. For whom to live? Whom to work for? Whom to cook? Arey, I'm there. I'm there. Why don't you cook for me? Mission is there. Why don't you live for? Arey, everything is lost. हमारी पूरी दुनिया खत्म हो गई. This is how this. My whole world is gone now. 1-2 person go away. Whole world is gone now. As if somebody has taken away the carpet. Pulled the carpet. Everything is gone now. कुछ नहीं है हमारे लिए. अच्छा, if the attachment is at the body level, still much safer. Not good. Well, I am attached to this particular thing or a person, but at times only I don't feel like having everything. I'm too attached to coffee, but not every time, just twice a day. Twice a day I have, not the whole day I want to have coffee. Maybe thrice a day at the most. Morning 6 o'clock, afternoon 12 o'clock. And afternoon is also okay. Evening I have to get it because my headache starts. Although people say you have no head, but still headache is quite a bit. I have to read newspaper every day. It is my you can say obsession. Obsession. And maybe I read the film newspaper a lot. Who's getting married and divorced and all this. Who's husband, who's wife. That has happened. Which film is getting hit? Or I'm very obsessed with, cigarette is there. I'm getting my point. Moment it goes into emotional level, your demands are deeper now. Emotional demands are more deeper than the physical demands. Physical demand is not all the time. Emotionally, it plays all the time. You are in the memory zone in that persons or things. How is he? What is he doing? Is he eating? Is he working? Hope he is not with anybody else. Hope you remember me. Are you upset me? Where are you? Please talk to me. Please. Please. No, I can't talk. Please. No, I'll talk to you after 2 days. 2 days. 2 days. You are talking to me. 2 days you will take to talk to me. My God. The person thinks, I think I'm too attached. It's not good. I think I'll try to win away in time. There is someone emotional. What happened? I don't know. I only am foolish to it. But moment it goes to the intellectual level, then you are booked. Now what you have conception? I really can't live, I can't eat, I can't talk. It has become now a matter of life and death. ठीक है, वो हो जाएगा, ठीक हो जाएगा. And difficult to treat this one. This is more difficult to treat. Mind level easier to treat than that. So this is what is called what? This is called what? This I mixing up with these things, situational level things. So how shall I get out of it? Shall I practice Vedant? Sorry. What? Vedant is not meant for you if you are too attached. Out. Why? You can't listen only Vedant. Shat Sampatti is not there. विवेक, हाँ, वैराग्य, वैराग कहाँ है? नहीं है. गो एंड डू भक्ति, कर्मयोग, चलो. नहीं हो सकता. यू कांट लिसन ओनली. फॉरगेट अबाउट इंटरनलाइजिंग इट. When your mood is not okay, you see how you listen. When this passion is not there, you are misfit for hearing Vedanta also. Topic is very subtle. So you will sit but you won't get it. Then you will see me like this. गड़बड़ हो गया, ट्यूनिंग गड़बड़ा गई. We'll just see me like that. And if you are angry, then you know how you see. Angry with anybody, not with me. गया उस दिन का क्लास. These are very serious matters. Lot of dispassion is required. Then the teacher will go do bhajan, do kirtan, do some kind of sadhana. You are not able to focus. Vedanta is when you are already free from attachment and you want to have the knowledge of the self. So what is written here? पृथक उत्पद्यमानानाम इंद्रियाणाम पृथक भावम उदयस्तमो यत् आत्मतत्वम प्रकाश्यति मत्वा धीरा न शोक. फिर शोक नहीं है, काय के लिए हमें चाहिए नहीं है. When I am knowing myself to be not dependent and existent because of you. When I am not happy or unhappy with because of you, then you are here or there, do anything, it doesn't matter. When I have discovered my I, not to be associated with any person or any incident, I get it, I don't get it, it is all okay. When I have already discovered my I to be complete, my conditions are fulfilled. Which conditions? I am not dependent on any outer things. At all time, at all place, I have known the self. So yes, one person went to Baba after living in the ashram for many years. One day he said, Swamiji, I am going back from the ashram now. I don't know what happened. You know what Baba said? I never called you. ये देखो, this is masti. Their joy is like that. His disciple was Swami Khandananji. So he went in Himalayas. So went in Uttarkashi. He was not coming back. So people said, Baba, write a letter to him. That time postcard was there. Postcard, 15. Still is there or not? Khatam ho gaya. He said, can you write to him? Baba said, even if he doesn't come for whole life, I won't write to him. Let him not come. इतनी उनकी मस्ती रहती थी. He had a rule that if he sits at one place, he won't budge after that. So one day he sat. So there was a snake hole where he sat. हाँ? स्नेक कई बार आ रहा है आज. So I don't know he understood or not. When he got up in the morning, his teeth came out. नहीं, इन लोग की मस्ती रहते हैं. They're not bothered about all that because they are always, identified to that self, which is they're full of that. For them, this is a very flimsy matter, as if unreal things are happening. So much discrimination has been done, so much they have been separating each thing from other. Let us now see the next 7th verse and 8th verse. Indriyebhyah paro param manaha manasa sattvam सत्वादधि महानात्मा महतो व्यक्तमुत्तमम्. इंद्रियेभ्यः परं मनः मनसः सत्त्वमुत्तमम् सत्वादधि महानात्मा महतो व्यक्तमुत्तमम्. अव्यक्तात्तु परः पुरुषः व्यापको लिंग एव च यं ज्ञात्वा मुच्यते जन्तुः अमृतत्वं च गच्छति. अव्यक्तात्तु परः पुरुषः व्यापको लिंग एव च यं ज्ञात्वा मुच्यते जन्तुः अमृतत्वं च गच्छति. Now this is the practice of gradual disidentification, which we have seen somewhere. There were 2 verses. Remember that? What are the mantras? Anybody has by hearted? Indriyebhyah parahyarthah अर्थेभ्यश्च परम मनः मनसस्तु परा बुद्धिः बुद्धिरात्मा महान परः. कोई बोलेगा नहीं. When I say, then they do something. महतः परम अव्यक्तः अव्यक्तात् पुरुषः परः पुरुषान्न परम किंचित सा काष्ठा सा परागति. So इंद्रियेभ्यः परम मनः. How this is almost the same mantra rephrased. It's not that it is very different mantra. Gradually from outermost they are taking to the innermost. Subtler than the sense organ is the mind. Manasa, how it is there, I am not going to tell now. Because the mind is the controller. And controller is subtler than the controlled. Manasaha sattvam uttamam. So param word will go here also. Subtler than the mind is the buddhi. Here sattvam is not sattvagun. It means buddhi here, intellect. Sattvat adhi mahanatma. Sattvad is the buddhi. Subtler than the buddhi is the Mahanatma. Mahatma means Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha. Subtler than the, because it is expansive, that is more pervasive, is more subtler also. And Mahataha Avyaktam Uttamam. Here Avyaktam means Maya or Samashti Anandmay Kosh, from which the whole world has come out. Okay. Then Avyaktatu Paraf Purushaha. I am not going to repeat it because I have explained it very exhaustively. You will not get so exhaustive explanation easily as I take time and effort to explain. You can take it, you can drop it. It's your choice. Problem is we don't know. All our problems because of choices only. Because of our not able to use the choice, we fall short. So avyaktat parah purushaha. So more superior than this unmanifest is the purushaha. Purusha. There are two definitions of Purush. How many of you know? Don't say it. Don't utter. That is uncontrolled mind which speaks without being asked. Some of you are like that. Purusha has, how many of you know? Just raise your hand. Two meaning of Purusha I had told, not once, twice, many times. Two meanings of Purush was there. Don't say, just raise your hand. Only I see Kana is there. Anybody else? Nobody else? Okay, see, you can also two meanings. One you know, acha, good. Who else? Two meanings of Purusha I had told few times. I think Purush word had come in many verses. आप तो जानते हो? अरे वैसे बोल दिया. एक ही मीनिंग है. Two meanings were there. One was one which is in the body. Pureshete or Purishainath. And second is Purayati Sarvam, that which pervades all. Purnatvat. So one is inside the body, other is outside the body. Inside the body is Drishta, but same Drishta is all pervasive. That is called the Purush. So Avyaktat Purushaha, Para Purusha. More than this, what is it called? Unmanifest, subtler than unmanifest is this Purush. Subtler. Why it is subtler? Because it is the cause of all. And I had taken time to tell how this is the cause of all. How the Avyakt pervades Hiranyagarbha. Hiranyagarbha pervades Avyakt or not? Which is more pervading, Hiranyagarbha or Avyakt? Avyakt. Hiranyagarbha is not more pervasive than the Avyakt. So whole Brahmand, anywhere Avyakt is there. If Avyakt is there, then there has to be consciousness behind that. That consciousness is beyond time and space. So what you see, absence of a thought, one who is seer of absence of a thought is this Purush. Avyaktattu paraf Purushaha. How is this? Vyapakaha. It is all pervasive. Alingaha. Alinga means attributeless. It is attributeless. Then what happened? Yam gyatva muchyate jantu. I am not explaining because I have already explained it. Yam gyatva, this means Jivan Mukt. Muchyate jantu. Jantu means here Jiv. Jayate iti jantu, that which is born. And what he attains? Amritattvam cha gacchati. This is Videha Mukti. He attains Amritattvam. He attains immortality. Immortality means he has a sense that I am not born. I cannot die. I don't have modification. I cannot be happy. I cannot be sad. I cannot be. I cannot be. Tell me. I cannot be with the body. I cannot be with the family. So I cannot be hating somebody. I cannot be attached. He has known himself with the all pervasive, modificationless, complete self. She is called Amrtatvam, immortality cha gacchati. Yam gyatva muchyate jantuhu amrtatvam cha gacchati. This is the mantra which is the mantra 6, 7, 8. Are you seeing from where? What steps were there? First step was first and second mantra is the world is the Upadan Karan and Nimitta Karan. Then third, fourth and fifth mantra. See? So, third mantra also tells Nimitta Karan. Fourth, fifth, sixth tells about differentiation of Atma and Anatma. And seventh and eighth verse tells about the completeness of the self. So these are the three stages of how the Atma Gyan takes to the Purnatva Gyan.